Welcome to Chicago Arts, and in this episode we're headed over to Armitage in California to talk with Nicholas Freeman, who's taking Finch Gallery to New York.
We started up 2 years ago. We got kind of squatter's rights to an abandoned floor above the Fireside Bowl over on Fullerton, and so I opened up a non-profit organization so we can do kind of a rent flip, tax flip with the guy. So we had a free year's rent if we helped renovate this kind of abandoned apartment building, right? And so that once that opportunity kind of fell in our laps, that was the start. So we said, what are we going to do with the floor? Let's open an art gallery. Chicago was fantastic to open a space, start an idea, gestate that idea, and work on it almost solely. Chicago is like a one image at a time. The images came out of Chicago, right? So this is like you have the space and time to concentrate on a singular idea. So I want to go to a place after I've learned that for the past 30 years. I want to go in a place where there's more of everything spinning around me. I'm going to learn. I mean, this space was kind of like my grad school project, right? Instead of spending $25,000 a year continuing on at the Art Institute for a couple of years for grad program, I could spend $15,000 a year and run an art space, help a bunch of artists, learn everything hands-on, which is obviously the much quicker road to figuring some things out. Now I'm going to take it and do another grad school sort of program, take a couple of years in New York and just suck up and paint and learn. And I mean, there's just a billion shows that happen in New York. Obviously, everything comes through that city. So I'm going to go and absorb and work with as many people as possible. In Chicago, there's much smaller, somewhat cliquish, but smaller circles that people run in. And I want to kind of cross-pollinate all sorts of ideas that I've got going on right now. I'm going to open on the street out there. So I'm not going to have another storefront space. I'm not going to do another proper gallery space. Can't afford that shit, man. So it's going to be more of like a inside-out gallery sort of thing. Instead of coming up with decorating your walls and putting things on your walls and getting people to come in and all the things of advertising and location, all that stuff that's involved, we're going to either kind of like, the cats that do This Is Not a Truck here in Chicago. They do that. And they do a truck show also with the neocon, right? All the designers come down. So a little bit of that idea of mobility that goes along with that. So we're going to do, maybe not properly a truck stop sort of thing, but multiple locations throughout the city. You kind of scout out, you find your friendly spots. And all of our advertising, and so much advertising is done online. Everything is, you send out your blast, and you have your crew of people that spread the word out to people, and a little bit of flyers and whatnot, but there's no direct mailings or anything like this anymore. So you just blast out and say, hey, I'm at 22nd and West End Avenue tonight. There's going to be a little bit more of a movement towards performative aspects, a little bit more of a theater-based aspect that we never touched here. Chicago's the best theater town there is, so it's kind of jumping out. But I think people are more receptive to these sort of things in New York City.
Nicholas will be heading out to New York in the beginning of March, so be sure to catch our exclusive live set with him on Monday, February 23rd on Ustream. All pertinent links can be found in the info section of this video. We want to hear what you think, so please take a moment to comment on our programming. Thank you again from Chicago Arts.